Sports. Fielded right around the 8. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Here we go.
Now Patterson to start the drive. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with second and a yard.
Ready?
They're going to look to throw. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. Ritter on target to Pitts for a Falcon first down. The Falcons at 0-5, just a dismal start to the year. And they come in the midst of a pretty bad stretch here. Losers of 5 straight.
And far be it from me to go ahead and go gloom and doom, right? If they fall down 7-0, 14-0, all of a sudden the cycle starts all over again. So the best way out of this for them, they need something to happen positive early in this game. That's a great way to help break this losing skid.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Ready?
Now back to throw. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They'll run it for the first time with Williams. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. But Nick Bosa so quick on the outside. He gets in there to bring him down.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Ritter and the Falcons need an answer, and a big play here on 3rd and long following the sack. He'll look to throw. Hard throw, incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early, but they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
On 4th down, Bradley Pinion on to punt for the Falcons. Back deep, Ray McLeod. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. Now the number 8 rusher in the NFL last season, it's Elijah Mitchell. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
21. Here we go.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. Under pressure, and down he goes.
Here we go.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. On 2nd down, here's Mitchell. And some room to work. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
A couple of 1st downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st down, they go back to Mitchell. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this 1st quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Garoppolo out wide here to Samuel. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a 2-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
From the 39, Garoppolo. Back to Deebo Samuel for consecutive catches. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Partner, find me a star more on the rise than Deebo Samuel after last season. Wide receiver, running back, kick returner. This man does it all for the San Francisco 49ers. Ranked third in the league in all-purpose yardage and deservedly made first-team All-Pro. Building on that with a first down here.
Back to the ground here, Mitchell. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. 49 yards rushing so far, and this is just their first possession. They've got a new set of downs here.
Here we go.
First down, here's Mitchell. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Here we go.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. To throw is Garoppolo. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
Partner, there's no other way you could describe it because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were right on the precipice. Points were available. All they had to do was just fall forward, and they were going to put them up on the board. Instead, a long drive ends in heartbreak and a melancholy trip back to the drawing board. I like it when I go a little bit lyrical for you.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's Javon Kinlaw busting through, and he sticks him behind the line.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And he will find Ridley on the left side. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. 1st and 10, it's Patterson. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down. Fred Warner, first-time All-Pro in 2020, in on the stop defensively. We're scoreless after 1. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he finds Tyler Kroft. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. There's Garoppolo to throw. And his throw is incomplete. And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You've got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league in converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there.
Here we go.
Garoppolo now, 1st down throw. This is caught, and he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. That puts him in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
From the 2, here's 1st and goal. Garoppolo now. That's Samuel, caught left side. Touchdown! Deebo Samuel with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Niners post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Here's Damiere Byrd to return from his end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
Ready.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way because after you throw an interception, You want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete, and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They try the left side here with Williams. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
On the double.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Strike. Ready.
On 2nd down, a run with Patterson. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Okay, ready?
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Ready?
On 1st down, going back to Patterson. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Ready.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete.
Here we go.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a 1st. He'll look to throw. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Samson Abukum in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
And that's not a play that you see all that often at the start of a drive, but some teams, they don't mind doing it. And that one, well sold by the offensive lineman. They showed the pass, and then they got out into space, able to get some good blocks downfield and allow the play to be successful.
On first down, Garoppolo. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. So the completion results there in 9 yards, and that'll give him a short yardage situation here for second down.
Here we go, here we go.
They run over center with Mitchell, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's third down.
Here we go.
Garoppolo to throw on 3rd and 1. Completes it to Samuel. Finding room at midfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big play that time on the catch and run. 30 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. On the counter, Mitchell. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Garoppolo. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 14. He got 29 yards that time.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Here we go, here we go.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 66 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. And it's caught. Touchdown 49ers. Jimmy Garoppolo with his 2nd touchdown pass of this first half. And the 49ers go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Bird to return from his end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll look to throw. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
The Falcons on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll look to throw here. And that's caught. It's Bryan Edwards. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Ready.
Back to throw here. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Now back to throw. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Nick Bosa. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. A shotgun handoff to Patterson. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 40 yards on the ground for him so far.
Naturally so. The defense was keyed in on everyone but the back on that play, and it took them an extra second to react when he got the carry. It's still a tough 3rd down to pick up here, but a lot more manageable after an excellent carry on 2nd down.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Patterson. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. That'll give him 8 that time, and that's going to make it 4th down. On now to punt. Here's Bradley Pinion. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game.